And we're back with another episode of Blood Feud Radio. What's up, Reese? What's going on?
What's going on, man? Not too much. I'm excited to get into this list that you've got planned for us. I was just talking about it in the Discord. I'm ready for it. How are you doing, man?
Not too bad. Not too bad. The trial run of our new time slot at 3:25 ish. Going forward, that'll be our time. And of course, my dog decides he likes to squeak toys when I'm getting ready to throw a pod together. So
he's excited for it. Yeah,
he's excited for the podcast because he knows how good a list this really is. So in the Sportster world, we that's where I get all these fascinating lists to see where these people like to rank different wrestlers and whatnot. This week's is best WWE wrestlers of all time, ranked by in-ring skill.
It's going to be interesting. I want to see if they're way off the mark or they've got it on point.
Well, number 16, I have a feeling, is going to set you off into a Cody-esque rant.
All right.
It's Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's pretty low for Chris. But I really thought he'd be in the top 10. I mean, if we're basing it on like in-ring work, then I suppose so. I'll let him go with that because obviously, like a lot of his work is character-based, and then you can mix it in with the in-ring work that he does. But I'd consider him higher than that. Like, you know how I feel about Chris. I think he's probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. So for me, that's a bit low. I'd put him in the top 10, but it all depends who they've got in the top 10. I'll save my judgment for at the end.
Well, I mean, with Chris Jericho, why are we putting him at 16 when he had the list of Jericho and
right?
the hundreds of arm bars that he's able to put on you?
Right, yeah, exactly. Like it's like 1,000 of them. So
yeah,
that's impressive that he's able to put like about 1,000 arm bars on. I mean, maybe this list will make his list at some point when he finds out.
Arm bar. Number 15 is Seth Rollins.
Nah, I don't think he even deserves to be on this list. I think he's a great worker, but all time. No, not all time. He's not even the best in-ring worker on the roster right now, let alone of all time.
I mean, it is my hot take for the week. I think he's a very good wrestler. I use this term all the time. He could wrestle a mop and make the mop look good. Like, he's very good at what he does, but I don't think he's like you said, like a goat. I would definitely, if we're keeping it with this, Rollins goes to 16 and Jericho down to 15. Like, if we're gonna,
yeah, I agree with that. Like, what I will say about Seth is he's very diverse and he's able to do different styles of wrestling. Like, he's able to like pull out things such as the Phoenix Splash, but he's also able to be a bit of a brawler in there. He can take it to the extreme, and then when he needs to, he can take it down to the mat. But all I'm going to say about this is, if Seth is on this list, if AJ Styles isn't on this list, then this list is broken already.
There we go. I wore my AJ Styles because I'm hoping that he is on the list. Number 14, AJ Styles. and
he should be higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am scrolling through this list, and we are reading them off together. We are. This is going to be 100% shock and
I
I'm
can't
going to be
believe I've just
surprised.
said all that. I can't believe I've just said all of that, and he's like literally the next name on the.
AJ Styles isn't on the list. It's listed invalid.
Yeah, AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. What are the odds?
He should be top 10, easy top 10. That's a disservice to AJ Styles right there. One of the best of all time, the best probably in ring worker in WWE right now. Don't know if that's like a hot take, but in terms of his entire career, there's not many people that can keep up with AJ. But at the same time, not many people like AJ who can take workers that aren't as good as him and bring them up to his level. Like he can do what your Bret Hart could do back in the day, like get like a 5-star match out of a broomstick.
Yeah, I think the first three on this list can, like I said, wrestle a broomstick, mop, or whatever, and make it look good. Like all three of these guys could do that. Next on the list, number 13, and again a disservice to me as an old school advocate. Macho Man Randy Savage is 13.
Oh no, man! No! Oh my god, that annoys me. That is annoying. Like he is the best in-ring worker of that generation of wrestlers. Like it's either him or Steamboat. Yeah. Them two. And you're telling me he doesn't even make the top 10? That's ridiculous, man. A guy as methodical as Randy Savage, someone who can put a match together perfectly backstage and then tell the story in the ring when you go out. He is one of the blueprints of what great wrestlers that you see today base their styles off.
Yeah. I mean, they're still using his moveset today.
Both Bayley and CM Punk.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree with everything you've said so far. Like there's no. Yeah, he's easily top 5. He's easily.
I would
top
say
5
that. Yeah.
Number 12, and again, this person needs to be in the top 10 in my opinion, and it's Owen Hart.
Again, that is. Who are these top 10? That's all I'm saying. If you put Randy Savage and Owen Hart, arguably, a lot of people say, arguably better in the ring than his brother. A lot of people say that. And it's hard to disagree. If Owen Hart was put in the same position as Bret when WWE was looking for stars in the mid to late 90s, then Owen Hart possibly would be considered better than his brother.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. That stings. Now, them two have stung, man.
Oh, number 11 makes me angry too. Because number 11, growing up as a WWF fan growing up, this was my IC champion. This was the dude that he was the prototypical heel. He was a Bobby Heenan dude.
Oh,
Mr.
please
Perfect
don't say it.
At 11.
Oh. No. Are you sure you read that right?
It's right here, 11.
No, man. That's no. I don't know what to say about that. In a world where you had larger than life stars who more relied on the character and the spectacle and the pageantry of the business at the time, you had guys like your Randy Savages, your Roddy Pipers, and yes, your Mr. Perfects, who were wrestlers. And this list is based on in-ring ability. Name me another person who could perfect plex the Big Show, dude. No one. Come on. Are you joking? No.
And name another person who could throw a football the length of the field, run underneath it, catch it.
All right. I've never seen anyone spit chewing gum out of the mouth with such grace.
I mean, we're really not making fun of Mr. Perfect here. This is look, it's a disservice. He is easily 7, 8, or 9. I mean, he's not 11.
100%. Name another person who could disrupt a plane ride as good as Mr. Perfect.
I mean, Ric Flair. Ric Flair is the only one that could beat him.
Oh yeah,
in that
maybe
category.
yeah, maybe him. Yeah.
Okay, now number 10. This person, love him or hate him, probably shouldn't be in the top 10. In my opinion, he probably shouldn't be top 10.
Okay.
But it's Brock Lesnar.
No, I can't agree with that. If he had retired and never come back after 2004, then maybe his matches with Kurt Angle are legendary. With Eddie Guerrero, with The Rock, and legendary. In-ring work, fantastic. And you can even say with The Undertaker. But since he's come back, for the most part, he's relied on this sort of UFC Suplex City style. It's very rare that we get a good work rate match out of Brock Lesnar. Apart from, let's say, the match that he had with Daniel Bryan at Survivor Series, unbelievable, and the match that he had with AJ Styles, funny enough, again at Survivor Series. He seems to work better with smaller competitors, but he has been back longer in this new run than he was originally. So you can't consider him the top 10, man. I would put the 4 people we've mentioned before that above Brock Lesnar, at least.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Brock should not be in the top 10. He should be up there with, and again, with like the Seth Rollins. Like he should be on the back end of this list, not in the top half.
I totally agree. Like, there's no way in any world that you can tell me that Randy Savage isn't as better as an in-ring worker than Brock Lesnar.
Oh, Randy Savage would perform circles around Brock Lesnar.
For real.
Next up, and this one will make. I think this one will make you mad because 9 is way too low for this guy. He needs to be in the top. Like, he needs to be closer to the top 5, and it's Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero is number. Wow.
He's number 9.
Do you know what? When you sent this list to me, like just the headline of it, what you said we were going to be discussing, I really thought Eddie Guerrero would be in the top 5, 100%. I don't know how you don't put a guy like Eddie Guerrero in the top 5. Like, if you want to make an argument for it, I would allow 6 or 7. 9 is way too high for Eddie.
Yeah.
9 is a disservice to Eddie Guerrero. I would love to see 8 other people who are on this list who are better than Guerrero. No way.
I mean, I'm gonna do what you did with AJ a little bit ago. If Dean Malenko is not in the top 5, I don't know on this list at all, there's something seriously wrong. Like these guys just need to stop making lists.
Yeah.
Number 8. I love this individual. I love the character, but The Undertaker wasn't the greatest in-ring worker. I never saw that. He was the character was bigger. He's number 8, Undertaker.
See, the problem with The Undertaker is, and I think this is where this list is going wrong, just because The Undertaker had 6 great WrestleMania matches doesn't mean he's one of the greatest in-ring workers of all time. Look at the people who he's in the ring with. For the first 10 years, maybe, of his career, maybe 9, 8, 7 years of his career, he walked around the ring like a goddamn zombie. That is not good in-ring work. And then He's not human, Monsoon. And then in the Attitude Era, again, wouldn't say he was the greatest worker. It was all about character work. When he became like kind of badass biker taker, his work improved. Mid 2000s, early 2010s taker, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. But there is no way you can tell me the Undertaker is a better wrestler than Eddie, a better wrestler than AJ Styles, which is insane to even like make that argument, or a better wrestler than Randy Savage. No, I'm sorry, that's not a thing.
I agree with you, like 100%. Undertaker
Yeah.
is a character, and that's about it. Like number 7, I actually am glad they threw this name in here because I was a little kid when this guy was around. Dynamite Kid at 7.
Dynamite Kid's a good shout. Yeah. I would put him personally maybe number 10. Like if we switch around this list, because again, I think Guerrero, I think Savage, and I think Perfect were better than Dynamite. But Dynamite was great. He deserves to be in the top 10, but he doesn't deserve to be that low, I don't think.
Next up, number 6. This is a stretch, but I see where they're going with it. It's the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, at 6.
I think that's a fine place to put Rick. Like I wouldn't say he was top 5 workers of all time, but considering all the classics that he had with these Steamboats, your Sting, all the work that he did in the 80s, to be honest, was great. I would say he belongs in the top 10, yeah, for real. And then that's not even counting the great matches that he had in the 2000s. So yeah, like Rick deserves to be in the top 10.
I mean, I think he deserves to be in the top 10. I don't know if 6 is where he needs to be.
Yeah, maybe a little bit higher on the list, or lower, however you want to say it. Yeah.
Number 5. So we're in the top 5 now. Number 5 is a guy who is paired with Macho Man and the guy we just mentioned quite a bit, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at 5.
Yeah, I think that's more than fair. Steamboat is an easy top 5. Again, this is a situation where I would say Savage and Steamboat should be very closely together. I don't think the gap between Steamboat and Savage should be that far on this list. But yeah, Steamboat is easily a top 5 for me, 100%. I have a feeling I could probably name at least 3 other people who are going to be in this top 5, and if they're not in there, I'll be very surprised.
Number 4, if Cody Cornette's watching, this will make his blood boil. It's Daniel Bryan.
See, that stings a little bit for me. I don't know if we've had a conversation about this, but I don't like Daniel Bryan.
Oh, maybe
I like Bryan.
I knew it was either you or Cody that didn't.
Yeah, I don't like Daniel Bryan. I like Bryan Danielson. So, and I know that sounds weird.
No, I get it. I get it because Bryan Danielson is able to do what he wants to do and is capable of doing in AEW.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan was a watered down version of Bryan Danielson.
Yes. And Ring of Honor Daniel Bryan, like, it is nothing like the WWE Daniel Bryan. I think he had good matches in WWE. And again, I think this is where like this person who is writing this list has confused it. This is a top 16 WWE wrestlers. I don't think he had a career wrestling wise in WWE to make the top 5. I just don't. If we're counting all time, any promotion, yes, but not in WWE.
He had 2 moments, right? Like he had two moments really that everyone gravitates towards and it's the yes movement. His WrestleMania moment at 30, everyone just clamors about that. And then when he finally turned heel, so to speak, with the Enviro belt, that macrame bullshit that wood belt or whatever
Oh, he's made out of hemp. Yeah.
yeah, his hemp belt, so stupid.
Do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, dude. That was probably my favorite run for Daniel Bryan in WWE. Like, I actually really enjoyed it, and I just think it felt like pretty authentic, but like really heelish at the same time. I was never on board with the yes movement. I always agreed with the authority when they called him a B+ player. I was like, yeah, he is some goat faced guy in the ring, like saying one word. Like, it's funny that everyone craps all over Jey Uso for saying yeet when 10 years ago y'all were saying yes, yes, yes. But you know, I digress.
Number 3, and I'm perfectly fine with this placement for this individual. He is Mr. WrestleMania. He is the icon. He is the main event. He is Shawn Michaels. I am perfectly fine with him at 3.
I can't argue with that. No, I can. Yeah. I have a feeling I know who the 2 are above him. So that means I am fine with him being number 3. Yeah, like the showstopper in every generation. He's been fantastic. When he was with the Rockers, that fast-paced style that no one was doing, fantastic. The early 90s to mid-90s when he was fighting with the IC title, great work with guys like Razor Ramon and Tatanka. Very underrated rivalry, in my opinion, he had with Tatanka. I thought that was fantastic. Him coming back in the 2000s, arguably one of the best runs any wrestler has ever had up until his retirement. Like, just because he was able to revitalize his career, come back, have better matches than he had when he was younger, and probably be a bigger star than he was in the 90s when he was supposed to be the face of the company. So, yeah, Shawn Michaels definitely deserves to be number 3.
What's going on, Matt Sanchez? Matt the
What's going on, dude?
I mean, Shawn Michaels, he's tremendous. And if he's at 3, this is exactly why Macho needed to be closer to the top 5, because Macho and Shawn Michaels are 2 of the same people. And I mean, I will fight anyone on that because they have the same kind of work rate, in my opinion. I mean, right down to Shawn wanting to copy him with that with the elbow dropper.
Yeah, I can see your comparison. Yeah. Like with the flashy as well, like the flashiness and the like the character. Yeah.
And the hot valet.
Yeah. In fact, for a while he stole Savage's valet. Like Sherry was with Savage and Michaels.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm okay with this because he won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah,
Mr. Kurt Angle. I mean, Kurt
Angle. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it now because I'm assuming this guy's number 1. I didn't know if him or Brett was going to be number 1.
Okay.
And Kurt Angle, more than deserves this. A guy who took to wrestling like a fish to water, a man who came straight out of the Olympics into professional wrestling, which in many ways is a totally different ballgame. And he cemented himself as one of the greatest characters in the Attitude Era heading onwards, and just one of the greatest wrestlers. You think of all the people on this list, and Kurt Angle has had a great match with, I would say, like 90% of them. He had a good match with Flair. He's had a great match with AJ. He's had a great match with Shawn Michaels, especially. You know, like Brock Lesnar, the rivalry with him was unbelievable. Eddie Guerrero. Just everyone on this list, Kurt Angle has shone with. He had one of the best matches with The Undertaker. So, yeah, I'm totally fine with Kurt Angle being here.
And yeah, and he's comedy gold too. Like his character work is just as good as his in-ring performance as well. And just think, we almost didn't see him in WWE because, we should thank the ECW for deciding to crucify Sandman on a show when he was in attendance.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And
Thank you, Paul Heyman.
Number one, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, the excellence of execution, Bret Hart. And now if they opened it up to WCW, I think Dean Malenko would have been in the top 5 because Dean Malenko really didn't spend much time in WWE. He was
and I
don't think WCW.
I don't think he was very able to, show his chops either. In WWE, I mean, I'll even make an argument for someone like a Psychosis. I think he's fantastic in the ring. If we were expanding it, I think he'd be in the top 10 maybe. I know that might be a hot take, but I think Psychosis is fantastic. Let's talk about Bret Hart, dude. And I like to make this comparison because I think a lot of people can relate to it. Bret Hart for me is like what the Beatles were to me for music. I didn't get Bret Hart when I was a kid. I thought his style was boring. I thought he was really, really cool. And then, as the kids say these days, and then the bell rang. I never understood it. And I am coming to a but. But when I was younger, I used to skip a lot of Bret Hart's matches. There wasn't very many amounts of times where, unless he was in the ring with someone who I really enjoyed, like your Roddy Piper, WrestleMania 8, your Shawn Michaels, I just didn't see it. And then I got older and I started to appreciate the different styles of wrestling a little bit more. I always thought it was weird that I enjoyed Kurt Angle's wrestling when I was younger, and I was obviously as I was getting older. And I always thought to myself, it's weird that you don't like Bret Hart's style of wrestling when his was a little bit more slow and methodical, but it's essentially kind of like your Kurt Angle or your Benoit, which, by the way, I'm very surprised Benoit is not on this list.
Well,
I digress.
He's kind of blacklisted on every list.
I know, and he's easily top 10 for me. He's easily top 10. But you look at Bret Hart as you get older and you just appreciate the little things that he does in the ring. And it is all about the little things, his in-ring psychology, the way he's able to sell for people, the moves, the way he makes them look legit. He is so good at the little things, and the way he's able to, you talk about the definition of someone who could wrestle a broom and make him look good. That is Bret the Hitman Hart, a man at Wembley SummerSlam who took the British Bulldog, who completely forgot the match because he was on a 3-day drug bender, and made it one of the greatest SummerSlam, nay, one of the best WWE main events of all time by walking him through the match. That is Bret the Hitman Hart down to a T. He made everyone look good. He made a guy called Tom McGee. He made Vince think he was the next big thing because he gave him such a great match. And then obviously everyone realized, oh no, he was just good because he was in the ring with the greatest of all time. So Bret Hart is one of the greatest wrestlers, 100%, but one of the greatest people in wrestling. And that's why I compare him to the Beatles, because when I was younger, I didn't like the music. Now that I'm older, I still don't like loads of their music, but I can appreciate why they are so important to music. And that's why Bret Hart is so important to wrestling. Sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent.
No, that's fine. I totally, growing up with Bret, he was, like you said, he looked cool. Like he came down with the glasses, the leather jacket, the
amazing theme song.
Yeah, and of course I was a Bret Hart I was a Heart Foundation fan as well. I feel the Heart Foundation and Demolition were tremendous in ring together, and they
Mm-hmm.
put on some classics. Now, one of my all-time favorite WrestleMania moments. It came in, I think it was WrestleMania 4. No. Oh, it was the Battle Royal that he lost, that he came in second place.
Oh, that was WrestleMania 2. The one that
Okay,
Andre won.
No.
Oh, was it not?
Bad News Brown won the thing.
Oh, okay.
Was
All right,
that
it might have been
5?
a WrestleMania. I'm not sure then. The only one that springs to mind is WrestleMania 2, but yeah, I was thinking of a different one then.
Because WrestleMania 2 was the NFL guys.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
So yeah, anyway, it
I want to
came
say it's
second in the
5.
Battle Royal. Yeah.
It showed his oh god, it's
Diversity.
No, it was WrestleMania 4. It was WrestleMania 4. It was all the guys, because they had the tournament and they wanted more people to be shown, so they had a battle royal for the
for the time of was it for
just for something.
Okay, right, yeah.
And it was Bad News Brown won by eliminating Bret Hart at the end, and Bret was this shows his heel turn. Well, not necessarily a heel turn, but how heelish he was at the time. He snuck in after Bad News Brown had beaten him, took his trophy and attacked him with his own trophy that he just won.
Mm.
It was moments like that at WrestleMania 4, and of course he was the first he was the first ever King of the Ring winner.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was the first King of the Ring winner, and I believe he won it back to back too. He was one of the only 2-time winners.
He is one of the only 2-time winners. Yeah. I know that for sure. Yeah. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like the company relied on him for such a long time. For he could fit any spot, like as a heel or a face. Like you could put him in the mid card or in the main event, and he would be reliable.
I'm trying to.
He beat what?
I'm trying to figure out who the first, like, trying to.
Oh, I thought the first King of the Ring was Don Morocco, but I might be wrong.
Oh yeah, okay. The first modern winner was
Bret.
Was Bret, because the first winner was Don Morocco. Then it was Harley Race, Randy Savage, Ted DiBiase, Tino Santana, and then Bret winning it back to back.
Yeah, man. Like I do think he's absolutely fantastic in any role that you put him in. But like I say, like when I was a kid, I know this is going to sound stupid, I was very disappointed at the end of WrestleMania 10, and this is how much the switch up is. Like because I wanted Lex Luger to win the title. I was a Lex Luger kid when I was going back and watching it, and I know that sounds like dumb, but I wanted Lex Luger to win. I honestly thought they got screwed out of the title. And then WrestleMania 10 ended with Bret like getting hoisted up by everyone. I was like, oh, this is bullshit. I was so happy with when Owen beat him in the first match. And then now, obviously, now that I'm older, I like it that Bret won the championship. But you know, I've still got like a soft spot for Luger, but I'm happy that Bret won the championship.
Luger was that's another guy from that generation that Luger was a less charismatic version of Hogan.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I liked him so much. I just thought he was really, really cool. I think I liked him for the same reason that I liked the Bulldog. Because I always thought the Bulldog really should have been a world champion at some point. And maybe that's why I liked Luger, just because like he was kind of like a really bright character, like dead powerful, could do all the power moves. Same reason why I was a Warrior guy when I was younger.
Did you like Did you like him when he was a narcissist, or was that just kind of?
I mean, I thought that was so. I didn't like the whole segment when like Heenan was like going, "Oh, pose in the camera, pose to the mirror," and stuff like that. I thought that was a bit weird, but I liked it when it was his character at WrestleMania 9. Yeah,
Okay.
I thought the narcissist was a pretty cool character. Yeah,
when he came back after the narcissist thing obviously was a flop, he came back on 4th of July to body slam Yokozuna on the aircraft carrier. That was a moment that will forever be etched in my brain. Like I was a little kid watching that. It's like, holy shit, this is he came down with a helicopter, got off with his jeans and his cowboy boots and his just a massive human being just walking up and body slamming Yoko. It's like, what?
Yep. And he should have won the world title, but he didn't, which is a shame.
Speaking of world titles, nice segue.
Hell yeah.
John Cena. We have a little bit
Great
of time
segue.
to talk. What's next for John Cena? Like, what? If you're booking the next 4 months out for John, obviously we have Brock Lesnar sitting in front of him now. Have they announced that match for Paris, or is that something that they're holding off on?
I'm not sure they've announced it, but I think it would be a waste if they did it in Paris. No offense to Paris, but I think it should be saved for a Big Four pay-per-view. I think John Cena should focus now on this promo that he did a couple of weeks ago, where it was, "I'm afraid of being forgotten, like you guys aren't going to remember me." I think we should focus on that because I think that's an important part of his story and a great arc towards the end of his career. We give him a couple of great moments. I think I understand why people want him to win, but the way I see it is John Cena gives and gives and gives to this business. He has always given to this business. First one there, last one out. We all know his story. I think he will be pushing to put over someone in that match. I think it would be the most John Cena thing to lose that match. And I 100% think it's the right decision. Like a main guy, a veteran, an old school boy like Cena would want to go out on his back by doing one last great favor for the business. And I truly think that's what he would want.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, now I looked up Paris. Cena has Logan Paul in Paris.
Yes, he does. Of course, he does. Yeah, yeah.
I can honestly see Logan Paul going over.
Do you know what? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it, but do you know what? I can guarantee it'll be a good match.
Yeah, and this isn't me like being like trying to be sarcastic or anything. I think Logan Paul has grown on me. I used to hate the guy, but he has proved himself in the ring over like the last year. He has shown that he is a guy that should be taken seriously, and I honestly think he's going to be a world champion before it's all said and done.
I agree with everything that you just said. I think he has learned to slow down in the ring, to really let his moves breathe when he hits a big move. I think his in-ring psychology has improved. He really leans into his character, a guy that is so braggadocious, and really his character is based on his in real life persona. So I think leaning on that is very important, and it makes you feel more authentic in the ring. It gives you more of the unique crowd reaction that you would give a Logan Paul. And I think that Cena and him could put on a really, really good match. You got a veteran there and a guy who's really taken to this industry unbelievably fast and well. So I'm excited for that match. Yeah. What do you think about Cena's last run in the past couple of months? What do you think he needs to do?
See, mine's a coin flip at this point because I really want to see like I said, I think I mentioned this last week on our show and on Friday's show. I want Cena to be out in Boston in front of his family and his friends and everyone just at the Fleet Center or the Fleet Center, well, whatever, wherever the Boston Celtics play, and so packed crowd. And he comes out. He's like, "Well, I was supposed to have a match, but WWE couldn't find anyone that wanted to take me on." And then all of a sudden you hear, "You think you know me." And
I think that's the dream. Yeah, that is the dream opponent, isn't it?
That's my dream final. If it's not him, it's got to be the. If it's not him or a young up and coming talent, it has to be The Rock. And we went into we talked about this on Friday, so I'm not going to go deep into it. But I think The Rock, Edge, or a young and up and comer needs to be one of the final match. It was one of those three people need to be the guy. And if it is The Rock, Cena needs to go out on top. If it is Edge, a surprise, it needs to be Cena going over. But if it's a young guy, a guy that needs to push, Cena will do the job and look up at the lights at the end.
I agree with that 100%. Do you know when it comes to Edge as well? I think it's totally plausible. Like his contract comes up, like just before then. He could very easily say to Tony, make a verbal agreement and say, "Listen, I want to go and do this match, and then I'm coming back." Like that doesn't mean you have to, doesn't mean you have to go back with WWE. You can have that one match and then leave.
Yeah, I'm sure Triple H will pay him nice.
Hey, of course he will, 100%. Yeah.
So we won't get too far into the Clash of Paris. We have a couple headlines to hit before we got about 15 minutes left in the show. A couple of headlines from last night on Raw. Naomi's pregnant. You touched on that on a video that you posted earlier.
I did, yeah. Congratulations to him, man. Like him, like her and Big Jim, they deserve it.
Big Jim adding to the bloodline, adding to that crazy big roster that they already have.
You know,
and them Samoans really get it. They really.
I tell you what, you're telling me, man. You're telling me, like on a real note.
Jacob's got like what, 7 kids of his own?
He does, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, what I will say,
all gas, no brakes.
For real. On a serious note, though, it's very public knowledge that Naomi obviously struggles to have kids because I believe she something to do with her ovaries, right?
Yeah.
So this is a big deal for these two, and I'm so happy for them. And they're going to be great parents. They've got a huge family there. It's what a life that kid is going to have, growing up with a great wrestler for a mother, great wrestler for a father. Uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews in the future. Like Jesus, like that is going to be an amazing thing. And all I will say is, when she comes back, please throw her back into the main event scene. I think she, love her or hate her, in terms of promo wise and everything at the moment, I think she's doing some of the best work of her career. So I think she definitely deserves to stay in that limelight.
And again, this is my time to poke fun at a situation, and it's quite okay. The caution tape now makes a lot of sense, because she can go from caution to baby on board.
Hell yeah, she can indeed. Jimmy Uso sounds like he likes a finisher a lot. She likes that rear view.
Ooh.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah. She mentioned that in that podcast last night, and I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
Next up, Bayley's promo. What'd you think about that? That her between last week and this week. Oh my God.
I am loving this. I am getting Brian Pillman-esque vibes from Bayley at the moment. Her talking to herself, her talking to her old gimmicks. fantastic work from Bayley at the moment. I never thought I'd see this side of Bayley. I didn't know if she could pull something like this off. I am very excited to see what happens with Bayley in the next couple of weeks. I think it's something that we've never seen out of her before. It's the right choice. It's a new idea. It's going to be challenging to pull it off. But if anyone can, it's one of the 4 horsewomen. I am so looking forward to seeing what Bayley is going to do with this new character. What do you think?
Now, I was talking to Cody. This is his brainchild, and I'm kind of digging his idea. What if we're about to see the 3 faces of Bayley?
Like Hugger Bayley, Role Model Bayley, and this Bayley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you'd see Hugger Bayley, Ding Dong Hello Bayley, and Role Model Bayley.
I'm fine with that. I think that's a great idea. It's like I say, like I'm getting Mick Foley is another great example. I'm getting Mick Foley like Brian Pillman vibes from Bayley, and like the bit of the psychotic side of the Brian Pillman character. I really think Bayley can pull it off, and you can tell that she is leaning into this character very well, and she's going all gas, no brakes with it. Now, I mean, because of the voice acting that she did in the background of the promo, where it was her old character talking to her, fantastic, great. Really great stuff, man. And at the end, it was like, how about a hug? I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Bayley is about to be interesting. Let's do it.
I had it felt a little Uncle Howdy-esque from when
it did, yeah.
When they were doing those vignettes like that as well. To me, it just fit really well.
Yeah.
Well, they set up another match for Paris last night. And they set up 2 matches for Paris at Seth Rollins, Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Fatal 4-way world title. We can talk a little bit more on that next week. Heading into, maybe we can do our predictions either a week from tonight or a week from today or next Friday, whatever shakes out better. And then it wouldn't be a foreign show without having a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match with Sheamus. That's him and Rusev. Why?
Just 2 big meaty men slapping meat, baby. Like, I don't care. I want to see these 2 just beat the piss out of each other. Great. Give them 20 minutes. Old-fashioned Donnybrook. These 2 can just destroy each other. I don't even care who wins. This is just going to be entertaining to watch. This is going to be a car crash. No matter what, I think both of these guys are going to look good coming out of this match, win, lose, or draw. I am very much looking forward to this.
It's going to be interesting. Like you said, it's not going to be a technical match. It's going to be them just beating the brakes off each other.
Yes.
I would love to see Sheamus and Jacob have a Donnybrook.
So would I.
I mean,
there's another match that's been announced as well, or inferred. Yeah, and it's gonna be like a classic golden era match, because we're getting the big heel versus the baby face. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed, dude. This is like Hogan versus Earthquake.
It's the tribal chief versus the tribal thief.
Yeah, again, I'm looking forward to this match. Like Bronson Reed, for me, and I said this to you last week, go and watch his stuff in Japan. Like, even just the highlights, very good. This guy can work. Versus Roman Reigns, a guy who is obviously like the Hogan or the Cena of this era. I think this is going to be a great match. Just a classic big bad guy. The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. We're all looking for, like, the Roman Reigns slam. He's probably going to do that. The big spear. Yeah, like Paris is just going to be a good time. both literally because I don't have to wait till 3 a.m. to watch it, and literally because I'm going to have fun watching it.
And it's going to be 3:00 in the afternoon, my time. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yep.
I loved what Roman said to Bronson Reed. Be like, hey, listen, I don't care about the shoes. I don't play for shoes. Or I don't fight for shoes. I fight for championships.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. And shout out, and again, this is satire for whoever's watching. Tommy Dreamer, rest in peace, buddy. You were.
Oh my God, I can't believe Paul said that.
No, he obviously I'm just joking because making reference to Paul Heyman saying that about Tommy Dreamer being he's clearly still alive and ticking. One last thing before we get going. Have you watched Triple Mania yet?
I haven't, no. I've seen some of the highlights. I am planning to watch it. There was a lot of stuff on that card that looked quite interesting, I will say. Mainly
There's
the
two
Mr.
matches.
Iguana thing and the Dimintino or whatever Finn Balor's puppet was called. Or something.
There's two matches worth watching, in my opinion.
Okay. Was one of them the main event? Because that's the one I was looking forward to.
Yes.
Yeah.
The main event and the low-key legend herself, Natty. I freaking love that character for her.
Natty Neidhart? Yeah.
Yeah. But we can talk about if you're going to be on the show on Friday, we can dive. We're going to probably talk not quite a bit about Triple Mania, but we will be touching on it on Friday.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Yeah, but if I'm on the show, I'll get straight into it with you guys. Yeah, I'll probably watch it by then as well. So,
also, I got to do a quick plug for tomorrow night, right here. My brother didn't send me the direct details, but watch for the alert. Follow us so you can watch the show tomorrow night. He is having the original ECW referee that has worked from day one with Paul E. Dangerously, Paul Heyman. He knows him very well. Gonna probably have some great stories about him and some of the matches he's refereed in his time there. So tomorrow night, I believe at 9/8 Central, we'll be having him on. Scott will be talking to him. I won't be on that show. And then Thursday, same time here, we'll be at 3:20. We're gonna be talking football with my son, and Scott's coming back for that show. He's a busy dude this week. And then we got our Friday show. Time to be determined. We're still working on a couple things. So
I'm looking Reese. Forward to Friday. Yeah. And I bet that'll be a great interview tomorrow, man. Like so many great questions you can ask him.
Yeah, I mean, what it was like to work with the late great Tommy Dreamer. I'm sorry that.
Rest in peace.
And by the time whoever sees this, they're gonna probably at least need glasses to watch this television show.
Oh yeah, bifocals for sure.
Yeah, bifocals. See, this is getting off the rails with anyway.
It is. Yeah. Wrap it up, dude. Jesus.
So guys, again, thanks. Scott was in here for a little bit. Thanks, Big Bro, for stopping by the show, checking us out. Matt the Duelist, thanks again. Always a pleasure. Hey, and also, guys, leave comments in the chats. We'll read them, and we'll try to incorporate them in future episodes. And we'll answer your questions next week if we have time. We're going to have a list next week that we're putting together. We're each putting together a list of our top 10. I think we're going to do promos. Baby. Yep. Promos, top 10 WWF, WWE promos of all time. and it should be a lot of fun. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about just what's going on in wrestling. So,
hell yeah. Do you know what? I'm not going to lie, dude. Just while we're on air, so I'm saying it in front of some people. I might be cheeky, you know. I might throw in a couple of outside WWE promos in there, just to mix it up a little bit.
Fire me, you fucking Mark.